Hey, thank you guys for joining me again. Welcome to my first video. This is going to be an Instapot cheesecake. Now, this is definitely something that's outside of my normal, I would say, cookbook. However, it's something that's super easy, it's delicious, and it's fast. Matter of fact, I've gone a few months without doing it, and when I looked at the recipe again, I was like, oh, yeah, this is actually super easy. So, again, I feel like if I can do it, just about anybody out there with an Instapot can do it, and I'm going to help you on how to do that. After that, stick around. I will be picking 10 names. Or not 10 names, I'll be picking one of the 10 names that commented on the video, and I'll be making their recipes. Hopefully it's not Corey's. I'm not really good with making crispy duck, but I guess I'll have to learn if I pick you or any of my other friends that picked out the hard thing. So stay tuned. We'll see what I'll end up cooking. But for now, let's try and make this cheesecake. All right, so first we're gonna start with the crust. You can use a few different things for crust. Today we're using graham crackers. I've also used the oatmeal, the iced oatmeal cookies. That's a whole nother video in itself. But like I said, we're gonna use a pack of graham crackers, about 9 in a package. Those will be what you need for the crust. We're gonna use a 1/4 teaspoon of some salt. We're gonna use 4 tablespoons of butter, melted. And then we're gonna use some light brown sugar. So let's go ahead and get this mixed up. What we're gonna do is once we get the crust set, we're gonna put that in the freezer while we mix up the filling. So let's go ahead and get started on this crust. I almost forgot 2 things that you will need to make this is a cheesecake pan. This has the little thing on the side, it pulls out the bottom. You will need that as well as a trivet. This is going to sit on the bottom, keeping your cheesecake out of the water. We don't want a soggy cheesecake. That just wouldn't be awesome. So you definitely need these 2. Now let's get to what's in the ingredients. All right, now like I said, this is super easy. For the crust, we're really only looking at 4 ingredients. First, we're going to add in the graham cracker crust. Well, the graham cracker. I put mine in my little Food Ninja to get it real fine. Then we're going to add the 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We're going to add the 2 teaspoons of brown sugar. And then we're going to add the 4 tablespoons of the melted butter. There we go. And then simply mix this up. It's going to have the consistency of, I've heard it referred to as sand. Make sure it's all coated, make sure it's all in there, and all has, again, the consistency of sand. And this looks good. All right, so now we're looking at getting the crust into the pan. Like I said, you're gonna need a pan that has the bottom that pops out like this. And I'm gonna show you a good way to make a nice, easy cleanup for yourself. Also, a way to get the cheesecake and the crust off of the pan when you're done. So what I do is I slide this under here, put this on top, clamp it into place. I also have taken off another little piece, and I put this on the outside. That way, like I said, when it's time to take the cheesecake out, it won't stick to any of the metal. Now, to get the crust in here, super easy. Go ahead and pour it in. And then what I do is I get a dish, something like this, and crunch it in there. And like I said, I've also used iced oatmeal cookies for this, and it actually turned out really, really good. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the freezer now to let this sit while we work on the filling for this, which again, super fast, super easy. So let's get to it. All right, now we're to my favorite part. This is going to be the filling. So what we're going to start with is the cream cheese. And we're going to drop 2 loaves of cream cheese. I don't think they're called loaves, but let's go with it. We're going to do 2/3 cup sugar. That just gives me diabetes looking at it. We're going to use 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. That's a little messier than what I thought it would be. We're going to use 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We're going to use 1/2 cup of sour cream. We're going to use 2 eggs. And then this is where I deviate from where other people may. Some people use vanilla extract. I use lemon extract. And sometimes I'll even get an actual lemon and put some zest in there as well. What we're going to do from here is we're just going to go ahead and mix it up. And I'm going to save you guys the ears. I'm going to come back when this is... All right, now I am back with the crust. We have the cream filling, or the filling all right. Sorry about that, guys. Looks like I had a little bit of a technical difficulty, but I'm back, still pouring. This is the part where if you do have any small children, big children, grown-ass adults, they'll want to lick the spoon, and I do. It's delicious. I don't know if it's good for you or not, or if it's bad for you, because it's not cooked yet, but I haven't died yet. Keep that corona off you. All right. And so now this is ready to go. I'm going to put this in my Instapot for about 28 minutes on high pressure, and then we'll pull it out. Let's go ahead and put it in the Instapot now. All right, so now we're ready to put the cheesecake in the Instapot. So first, I'm going to put the trivet, which is again going to keep the cheesecake out of the water that we're going to put in there. That's going to create the steam. So I put in the trivet. Now I'm going to put in a cup of water. I'm then going to put in the cheesecake. We're going to lock it in. Now, I'm going to put it on, there isn't a cheesecake setting on this, so I'm just going to put mine on poultry because it's a high temp, high steam or high pressure setting. And I'm going to do that for 28 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and start it. I'm going to wait till it builds up steam. Actually, I take that back. I'm going to wait for it to finish and then I'll release the steam. So come back here in just a moment. Alright, so we've let it set the 10 minutes slow release without touching anything on the Instapot. Now I'm going to go ahead and release. Nothing there, didn't go. So most of it got out when I just by the slow release. Now for the Instapot cheesecake. Make sure you don't burn your hand. So as expected, you are going to have a little bit of water in here from the steam. Just get in here with a paper towel. and get it out. Like I said, it's to be expected. It may be a little damp on top. You're fine. Now, with this, I'm going to get this immediately over into the refrigerator. 4 hours will be good. I would say overnight would be best. I do want to try this tonight, so I do have some things to do. It'll be about 4 hours before I actually get a chance to cut into it, so that's fine. I may or may not add some of these cherries on top. Some people like it plain. You can add whatever you like to yours. I think I might go with some cherries, but let's meet back up here when I get back later and have some cheesecake. All right, so this is the moment we've been waiting for. The cheesecake has had more than 4 hours to sit and should be ready to go. So let's go ahead and dig in. Like I said, with the wrap on here, makes it a lot easier to remove. Voila, there we go. All right, so it looks good. Look at that nice little crust around there. All right. Let me get a bite of this. All right, so here we go. Oh, it's pretty creamy. I'm telling you guys, when you put that lemon extract in there, it gives it like a little bit of a lemony tang. It's delicious. Alright guys, if you have an Instapot, you have a cake sheet cookie, hold on, it's got me talking crazy. If you have a Instapot, if you have a trivet and a cheesecake pan, you have to try this. Thanks again guys, join me for my next one. Hey, what's up? Now it's time for the drawing. I want to thank everybody that did participate, but I do have my 10 names, and I'm going to go ahead and go over who those 10 people are and what dishes they have for me to make. Now, next time, if I do this, I'm going to be like something you already have a recipe to, because some of you guys kind of went overboard, but it's all good. Let's take a look at what we got here, though. First, we got Raymond. He wants me to do a gumbo. All right. Michael wants me to do a chicken Alfredo. I actually have a chicken Alfredo recipe. Jennifer, yellow chicken curry. Okay, these are some good ones. I think I have a curry. I don't know if it's yellow curry, but I do have a curry recipe. Carlos, wings and things recipe. It's funny you say that, Carlos. Starting out cooking, that's one of the recipes that I was always trying to nail. So I got to do some research on this one, but that's a good one, man. Angel, my old boss who used to eat all my food, she wants me to do some shrimp and grits. Okay. Don't come for me if my grits is either too runny or not runny enough. I don't know how you like them. Allie, baked Alaska. Okay. An Alaskan tip. Casey, she wants me to do some paella. Fancy. Can we even get that here in Alaska? I guess I have to look that up. Corey, crispy duck. If I have to make the crispy duck, Corey, you're definitely coming out of pocket for that one. This ain't gonna be in my pocket. Lynn, aka Disney Lynn, from the world's happiest, most magical. I think it's just happiest, most magical. Check out her YouTube station as well. But she wants me to do a beef Wellington. I know I have a recipe for a salmon Wellington, but beef Wellington, I'll have to try that. And then Jay, bacon burger dog. I have some questions, Jay. Is this a bacon burger dog hot dog, or is this a burger? Like, is it a burger made out of hot dogs, or is it a hot dog made out of a burger? I gotta get with you on that one, man. I don't know. Oop, dropped it. We're good though. So put it in. I'm gonna shake them up. Oh yeah, you're in the Green Bay Packer cheese head. And oh, I shouldn't look, huh? All right, and we got Disney Lynn's happiest, most magical. For everybody else whose name is already in the hat, your hat will stay, or your name will stay in the hat. And as I continue to do drawings and pull names, your name will stay in there with your recipe, and I will do it coming up. One thing I did forget, also put on notifications if you've already subscribed, so that when I do drop a video, you will be able to be notified and be one of the first 10 people to comment a recipe, and hopefully I'll be making your recipe one day. Thank you guys again for watching my show. If you guys have any questions, please leave some comments and enjoy. Thank you.